Hey, what's up, guys? CF ear stretching here. This is going to be the first how-to video. This one is going to be about thickening your earlobes. And of course, I mean, if you're a first-time watcher and you're wondering why I don't have stretched ears, and I'm talking about this is because my ears were stretched to 1 7/8 as a high. I didn't really want them anymore, so got them stitched up. You can see they turned out really nicely. Um, but what I wanted to talk about was thickening your earlobes, and I'm just going to talk about the techniques, how to do it, like what oils to use, and basically just how to thicken your earlobes all around. First thing you want to take into play when you worry about stuff like this is where your ears are pierced, because if initially your ears were pierced lower on the earlobe, it won't really make any sense to even try and thicken your lobes if they're already just going to be naturally thin. But I mean, and it depends on if you have detached or attached earlobes, which I can actually give a good example for because my ear surgery didn't turn out exactly the best, but this earlobe looks like a detached earlobe, and this one looks attached. See? That one's like straight. There, you can see the difference. I mean, you wouldn't have really noticed that much if I wouldn't have said anything, but yeah, I guess it's kind of noticeable, but I don't really care. They're stitched up, whatever, but if your ear, this is the ideal ear for ear stretching. And or even more, like my ears were probably like that when they were first done, but if your ears are like this, if they're attached to your like side of your jaw, you probably won't. The highest you can probably go is probably about 5/8, maybe. But if you want to thicken your earlobes, they're thin. Let's get on to this. This is gonna be your best friend right here. Sorry, it's backwards. Photo booth is like that. Jojoba, jojoba oil. It's not called jojoba or jojoba. It's jojoba oil. But the problem is, look at this price right here. $14 for this bottle. This isn't even that big. This is like a 7-inch bottle. That's not that bad. But I mean, that is pretty bad for $14, but it's worth it. What you're gonna want to do is open the cap, drip like 2 drops onto your finger. I'm not gonna do it, but drip a couple drops on your finger, put on both fingers, and just massage your earlobes. And just do that for probably like 5 to 10 minutes. Dry it off, or don't dry it off. Let it dry. Put your jewelry back in, and just let it set. I guess. I mean, that's what I did, and it worked really well. But jojoba oil is going to be your best friend. You're just going to want to do daily massages, maybe once, twice, 3 times a day. It depends on how busy you are or if you're really thinking about it. But just try and give your ears some nice jojoba oil massages multiple times a day. But what I made is something called ear butter. It's consisted of cocoa butter, a bunch of jojoba oil, vitamin E, which I don't have right here. It's somewhere else, but vitamin E oil, emu oil. So I had cocoa butter, jojoba oil, vitamin E, and emu oil all mixed into one. So it's basically like a super juice or super lotion or something. But I used that for a while and that worked. So just make sure the main thing you want to keep in mind is just make sure you pick up a bottle of this. If you're a kid, have your mom pick this up. You can get it at Meijer. You can get it. Well, that's where I'm from. Is around Michigan. They have it at Meijer, but you can get it at Walmart. You can get it at CVS. You can get it at Rite Aid. Just any kind of like GMC has it. So just pick up whole oil. It might be a little pricey, but it'll be worth it. And it lasted. Look how much is in here. I used this on my ears for like 6 months. Look at that. There's like an inch down out of that whole bottle, but olive oil is what you're gonna want to use. One thing that you are gonna want to stay away from are these right here. You don't want to use weights if your ears are thin. They will thin them out even more. If you're trying to thicken your lobes, do not wear ear weights. Just stick to the oils. And next topic is actually going to be downsizing, which is a huge factor when it comes to thickening your earlobes. When I got to 1 3/4, I took my plugs out and went down to 1 1/4, and they were probably I couldn't even tell you, probably like a fourth of an inch thicker than what they were before. It was ridiculous. So downsizing actually plays a huge role when it comes to thickening your earlobes. Maybe you may not want to downsize because you want to get as big as you can as fast as you want. That's how I was for a little bit, but don't do it. Just go slow, and that'll keep your ears nice and thick. Do not use weights. Just stay away from weights if you're looking to thicken your earlobes, because that's just doing the opposite and it's going to thin them out. So stick to the jojoba oil, daily massages, downsize every once in a while, go back up, downsize again, go back up, downsize again. You know what I mean? Just it's a whole cycle until your ears will finally get healthy and thick and whatnot. And it's pretty much all I can really say about not downsizing, about thickening your earlobes. I mean, leave me a comment, like this video if it helped. This is a request video. I'm mainly going to just do request videos. I have a whole list right here on my computer of videos to make, so keep a lookout for them. I'll upload them every, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days, whenever this one was, but thank you guys. Like the video, subscribe. I'm trying to get up those subscribers. I got about 7K on my other one. I only got about 700 on this one. Let's get subscribers. Come on. New people, anything. But right here, remember this. $14. Remember this. Make sure you save $14 and buy this. Jojoba oil. Give yourself some ear massages every once in a while, every day. And then downsize your ears once in a while, and you will be good. Your ears will thicken, no doubt. But thank you guys. Subscribe, comment, rate, whatnot. You know all that shit YouTubers say. So see you guys next time. Next video will be about downsizing. Just in general, downsizing. So I'll see you guys in a few days, and subscribe.